Hey there, it's Elizabeth, and welcome back to another Ramble session. Well, oh, it has been one craptastic week here at this household. It all really started last week, but anyway, we won't get into that. Um, yeah, just wanted to come on. This is the first day, actually, and it's Thursday, March 2nd. Oh, it's my brother's birthday. Okay, note to self, send him a text because currently he's in Colombia celebrating. Um, but yeah, so I wanted to come on and catch up on some things that have been going on and things that I've been working on. Oops, I haven't fed Atticus today. So let's make sure the little fishy doesn't go hungry. Come on, boo-boo. He's so cute. He swims right up to my fingers when I put the food in. Okay. Anyway, now I'm back. Oh my gosh. So yes, as usual, I am behind. I know, you're all surprised. I can tell. I can tell. I can hear your eyes rolling. Um, but yeah, I'm behind because we had some illnesses over the weekend. My husband is just in such a state, the poor man. Although he continues to go to work every day, and we are so grateful and thankful for that. So yeah, here he's the Energizer Bunny by day, and he's a couch man by night. Oh, poor thing. I'm just so grateful that he has such a great work ethic, and yeah. But I'm really hoping that something can, help him out soon. We shall see. And then Sunday night, my daughter came down with either a touch of food poisoning or a stomach bug. It only lasted, until the nighttime. And yeah, she was in a state. So, been dealing with that. I can only assume it was a touch of food poisoning because she had gone out Saturday with her brother to celebrate his birthday. She had taken him out to lunch and to an art museum because he needed to do that for his art class in school. And they ate ceviche, which is, if you don't know what ceviche is, it's like fish that it's like a fish stew almost. Like, I think it's cold. It's like a fish stew that is actually cooked in citric acid, like lime juice or lemon juice. So I don't know if that's what got her. Um, Although she didn't get sick until Sunday. So, and the only reason I think it might not be like a bug sort of thing is because no one else has gotten it. Usually, like if you have a stomach bug, it goes through your family like a tornado. So, I don't know what's going on, but she is feeling better now, so that's good. So, yeah, at the beginning of the week, I had a few unplanned bed days because, even though she's 20, when she's not feeling well, she likes to have company. So we just camped out in my bedroom watching movies together and while she was trying to work on some homework she had. So that's how my week has gone. Um, and yeah, I kind of like lost my mojo a bit. So yeah, this is the first day I've actually been in my art room. Well, yesterday I came in and started preparing some of my pages because I am still back on February 26th and today is March 2nd. So, yeah. Um, so I have prepared some of my pages, until the end of the month to write about that. And then I have a few extra pages here, which I'm not really sure what I'm going to do with them yet. It's because I've had, hold on one second. Oh, yay! My girlfriend Joy over in the UK, she finally received her package. Oh my gosh. And today it was funny because I was just going to resend the package and yeah, which brings me, let me just stop right here on what my ideas are for these pages and I'll get back to them because that text reminds me that mail is just weird, okay? Especially when you're sending across the pond or across the world in my case sometimes. So I have, as you know, a lovely friend. We've become fast friends through Facebook and YouTube, and we've, become pen pals of sorts. So she is such a lovely lady. And I'll give you a little bit of a backstory on this. She sent me the most wonderful happy mail, and but there's a story behind it. So, and isn't this funny? Like, here's the envelope that she sent, super cute. What I find very odd is that there is no postmark on it at all. Like either side, no postmark. I love these sugar skulls too. They are adorable. And she knows that I love sugar skulls, so how sweet of her. But anyway, the backstory on this, okay? I'll try to make this a short story, but and just the message I just got that that another girlfriend across the pond received my package finally, because I had sent it like, I don't even know, at the beginning of February. I think it took a month to get over there. And mail is weird, like I can send something to Australia and it will get there in 2 weeks. Or in this case, Karen had sent me this February 9th and I just got it yesterday. So it took nearly a month. I mean, it took 3 weeks to get here. So anyway, here's the backstory. So last week, now mind you, she had already sent this out, okay, February 9th. And last week, my daughter and I had the chance to go to her university, which is my alma mater. We went together for the day, and I spent the day with her. She asked me, if I wanted to go spend the day with her at school. I could work on my Fibonacci while she was in class, because it was only like an hour class, and then we could go to the art gallery there and go to a new cafe for lunch. So I said, why, sure. And it was really fun going back to my old school and seeing all the improvements and seeing how many things have changed. So we get to the art gallery, and it's a small art gallery. It has 3 floors, and it usually has 3 traveling exhibits. So we walked in, and the very first thing I saw was an exhibit on Aboriginal artwork. Which is, from Australia, the Aboriginal tribes of Australia. And so, of course, as soon as I saw that, I thought of Karen because she lives in Australia. So I took a few pictures of the artwork, which you are allowed to do in this gallery. I took a few pictures and I thought, well, I'll send them to her later, because I was thinking about her. And so we were chatting later on, and I had sent her these pictures of the Aboriginal art, and I said, just wanted to let you know I'm thinking about you, and we're looking at Aboriginal art. And so we're texting back and forth, and she says, oh, did you ever get that package I sent you? And I said, no, I haven't gotten anything. And so we were fretting about, well, I was anyway, I'm sure she was too, fretting about the mail lost it, what's happened to it. And so then we were chatting some more again, and she had sent me another package, another, like letter, and it had these beautiful stamps in it, commemorative Valentine stamps from Australia, beautiful, and so happy to receive those. She just spoils me to death. And so I texted her and I was like, thank you so much. Your package came. And she says, well, that's not the package I was talking about. You haven't gotten anything else. And I said, no, not yet. And so, yeah, it finally came yesterday, right? So this is what she sent me. I nearly died. Oh, and when we were texting back and forth, prior to getting this, she had said to me, oh my gosh, I can't wait till you get the package. I hope it gets to you okay, because it's going to be really funny. And I thought, what could she possibly be sending me that's going to be funny? So along with these lovely vintage looking stickers she sent me, and a lovely note she sent me, look at the other things she sent me. Now, mind you, again, my daughter and I had gone to the museum last week, I think it was. Karen had already sent this to me. It was already in the post on its way here to me when my daughter and I went to the museum and saw the Aboriginal art. So I get the package yesterday, and this is what it is. Holy cannoli, okay? Can I just tell you, I nearly died. This is Aboriginal artwork, okay? And it's from the Boomeri tribe, an Aboriginal tribe in Australia. And she had written in her lovely little letter to me that she had seen this at a marketplace and, you know, thought of me and thought I would enjoy it. And let me tell you, Karen, I spoke to you yesterday about it, and I nearly died when I saw it. So I cannot thank you enough for this. I've already photocopied it so it can go in my book, because this is not only going to go, well, I'm not going to put it on my inspiration board. I am actually going to get it framed. I think Aboriginal art is just beautiful. And yeah, so how funny is that? I don't know if it's a story like Guess You Had to Be There kind of story, but it was just amazing to me how she had already sent this piece of Aboriginal art, and 2 weeks later, before I even got the package, I was in a museum gallery, you know, an art gallery, looking at Aboriginal art, thinking of Karen, and she had already sent this to me. I just hadn't received it yet. I just thought that was so funny. And then, like I said, when I got the letter, there's no postmark at all. It looks as if she just walked across the street and put this in my mailbox. Like, it, nowhere on this letter at all is there a postmark. I just find that very odd. Anyway, so yeah, I was so thrilled to get that. And Karen, thank you so much again. I know we spoke yesterday, but I just so appreciate that. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to get it framed. Okay, so back to this. Yeah, on these pages here, you know, I watch a lot of YouTube videos, and I watch a variety of videos. I watch some videos that are, of course, Fobonichi flip through videos. I watch junk journal videos, and not just the making of the junk journals. I'm also part of a group that is called Journal Your Heart Out. And it's a lovely group of ladies. I'll put the link below. And I follow a lot of the ladies on YouTube and see their journals. They actually make their junk journals and they use them, you know. So some of the junk journal videos that I used to watch, you know, people, and I still watch occasionally because the journals are just gorgeous, you know. But they would show like either their process of how they made them, or, you know, they're selling them on their Etsy store, things like that. And they're just absolutely beautiful books. But I think it's really fun to come across a channel that you see the actual book being used, right? And so there are a few people that I watch on a regular basis that do that. And they have beautiful journals, and they're so creative in how they make them and how they use them and all of that. So yeah, I think what I want to do on these few pages here that I have extra would be to maybe do like shout out pages to those like the Fobonichi flip throughs that I watch on a regular basis, the journaling channels that I watch on a regular basis, the art channels that I watch, you know, places where I get inspiration from, things like that. So this will kind of be like ongoing throughout. It's not, you know, obviously it's not really part of my February Fobonichi, but I do want to make note of those sites. And of course, share them with you all, because you know what I say, sharing is caring. And I think that if I've been inspired by somebody, that perhaps you will be inspired by them. And then here is my November book. Let me see. I thought I just saw. Sorry. Okay. All right. This is my March, April book, okay? And so what I simply did, this is, I think, a little robin. So yeah, talking about, or, you know, just thinking about spring is coming and all of that, even though we don't have robins here where I live. not usually anyway. So this is just a simple calendar page again that I put on here. I like using these thin calendar pages because they are thin and they always have beautiful images on them. And then on the inside, I have some more, you know, they're kind of vintagey looking and just really pretty. Excuse me. And then I still have to put my pocket, and I still have to do my quotes, which I think I have some extra quote pages, so I might just use those for now because I just haven't had time to sit down and type them out. And then, of course, blank. I have not done any of my headers. I have not even washed the sides, so I've got a busy day ahead of me. Working on finishing up my Fibonacci and working on beginning March's Fibonacci. So I'm going to be doing that. What else? What else am I going to be doing? Oh, I need to film a video for my year 2017. So yeah, I'm not going to discuss too much of that here. I kind of fell off the wagon, I must say, in the month of February, but I will discuss all of that in the my year 2017 update video. So I've got to get that recorded today. Let's see what else. Yeah, some more. I still need to record some more flip throughs, you know, when I finish my February Fibonacci. And I think that's it. I'm not working on too many other things right now because, in all honesty, the Fibonacci takes up a lot of my time. And I'm not complaining whatsoever. It is literally my favorite project, I guess, to do. You know, if you've been on my channel at all, you know how passionate I am about the Fibonacci and how I think that every person on this planet should be journaling in some way or another. So, yeah, this is what I spend most of my time on, and I thoroughly enjoy it. I mean, look at that. This is January and February. I love it. I love it. And on my bookshelf, I'm looking at it right now, and this is, I have 6 from the first year, 6 from the second year. And this, yeah, this is my 3rd year. So this is my first book of this year. And yeah, I love it. I just love it. And as I'm looking up, I see something I have made. I made this last week. And I think I'm probably going to send it to a dear friend. I think it is just, remember I told you, I don't know if I told you in the last Ramble session or not, but I had some small boxes. Well, I have a whole closet full of boxes, but these boxes were just like, I don't know, to me, they were like the perfect size to make, a little bitty junk journal. And this is just a hair tie, and I'm going to put a little dangly on it, I think, with a jump ring. We shall see. And I sewed 3 signatures in. It's just a cardboard box, and on the inside I have duct tape. The whole thing is made of duct tape, just different types of duct tape. And yeah, it was super easy to make. I guess I made this last week, and it has, like I said, it has 3 signatures in it. So some of it is this Asian paper, map paper. This is a painted paper that I had. This is part of a little calendar piece. More Asian paper, more painted papers, scrapbook paper, painted papers. Here's a painted magazine paper, just scrapbook paper. More Asian paper. I've got a lot of Asian paper apparently. Some more scrapbook paper, and then here's the center. So here's another two more pieces of scrapbook paper. And I have 3 signatures in it that I sewed in. And yeah, it was a fun project, a fun little project to make. And now I see that that little piece is not sticking, so I might have to glue that down. But super fun project to make and super easy. I mean, I made it in an afternoon. It is rather small, but you could still, you know, I mean, you could stick it in your purse or It would be fun for maybe a small child to use, someone who, a little child that, is into journaling perhaps, who knows. So yeah, I made it with, calendar pages, scrapbook, painted papers, just different kinds of things. I was feeling a bit overwhelmed last week, I must tell you, because that could have been where, when I lost my mojo, so to speak, because I'm looking, at my drawers and I just have a lot of stuff. And I need to pare down because there's stuff that I'm just not using and stuff that I know that I'm not going to use. As most of you know, I'm not a person that, like, I'm not a shopaholic. I don't really like shopping. So when I get supplies, it's because I happen to be out and I see something, I never pay full price. But the thing that's cluttering me up right now, I think, is like all the magazine clippings I have, which I do love to cut out. But I'm not using them. So I need to figure out a way to use them, or, pick a day in the week where I do collage work. I don't know. Yeah. We'll have to see how that goes. You know how it is with me. But yeah, I want to use that stuff. And I love the idea of like a commonplace book or like a glue book. And I love seeing the way that others do theirs. And when I try to do one, it's just like, I don't even know. It just looks like I've stuck random bits onto a page. And it just is not appealing to me. However, I can look at somebody else's stuff and think, my goodness, that is gorgeous. And look how they compose the page, and oh, that quote is perfect with it, and all of that. And I'm not trying to compare myself to anybody. It's just, I wish that I was able to do that. I wish that I was able to compose pages like that and, use up my stuff. So I don't know. We'll see. I'm kind of in a funky mood right now, but I'm going to try. I'm going to try to work today. I'm in the beginning stages of a migraine, which is not making me happy, but excuse me, I'll deal with it. I'm going to try to sit in here, work on my Fibonacci stuff, get that all squared away, and then possibly start working on some other stuff, like figuring out how I can do like a glue book or something like that. I'm not really sure yet. So anyway, that's what's been going on here. I hope you all are doing well, and I hope you have a wonderful day and a wonderful rest of your week and a wonderful weekend. And I will catch you next time. Thanks.